Didinam Purokanam Sakshushe Namo Dive Nama Pruthivyai Harihi Om Sarvebhyaha Brahmanebhyaha Namo Namaha Asheshe Ye Purushate Bhavate Padamule Samarpayami Pushpaihi Sambujayami 20 paces over Arkam build up Om Sunayaka Melapur Om Sumukaya Namaha Om Yekatantaaya Namaha Om Kapilaya Namaha Om Gajakarnakaya Namaha Om Langodharaya Namaha Om Vigadaya Namaha Om Vignarajaya Namaha Om Vinayakaya Namaha Om Dhumaketavi Namaha Om Ganadakshaya Namaha Om Balatantraya Namaha Om Gajananaya Namaha Om Akradundaya Namaha Om Purpakarnaya Namaha Om Herambaya Namaha Om Skandapurvajaya Namaha Om Mahaganapataye Namo Namaha Siddhi Vinayaka Swamine Namo Namaha Nathyalaya Ganapataye Narjana Gadavade Purna Samyuktam Tambulam Pradipidam Kalpura Tambulam
Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste, Suswagatam. A very good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure to welcome you all today to the Bharatanatyam Arangetram of Kumari Monesha Basker, a disciple of Guru Srimati Arundhati Jayan, Artistic Director of Nritta Dhyana Dance School, Kuwait. I extend a warm welcome to the chief guest of the evening, Kalaimamani Srekala Bharath, the Artistic Director of TEJAS. We are indeed honored to have you with us, ma'am. I would like to welcome Guru Arundhati Jayan and the orchestra members who are here to make this function a great success. Today, along with the Guru, who will be on the Nattuvangam, on vocal we have Sri Jayan Nair, Mridangam Sri Satish Krishnamurthy, Violin Sri K. Shivaraman, and Flute Sri P. Rajesh. We welcome you all to the day's function. I would now like to call upon Srimati Sridevi Basker, Monisha's mother, to give the welcome speech.
Good morning to everyone. It's a pleasure and privilege for me and my family to welcome you all to the Bharatanatyam Arangetram of our daughter Monesha. This is a special day for us. We would like to extend our special welcome to Chief Guest Mrs. Srimati Bharath to this event. Our heartfelt welcome to Guru Mrs. Arundhati Jayan and her team for this event. Special welcome to our friends and relatives who have come to Chennai for attending this event. I now request Srimati Radhika Swaminathan to take over from now.
Thank you, Sridevi. Before we begin the program, a humble request to the audience. I request you all to kindly put your mobiles on silent mode for the duration of the program. If you must answer the phone, please do step outside to take the call. I'm sure all of you must be aware of the amount of hard work put in by the Guru, the parents, and the student to bring about this event. Let us give them full support with our attention. A warm welcome again. Let's begin the show. A few words about the program today. Bharatanatyam is an intricate art form that includes facial expressions, the abhinaya, hand gestures, the hastas, and the rhythmic footwork, nritta. It takes years of training and practice for a student to become proficient enough to present her dance on stage to an audience. Arangetram, meaning ascending the stage, is an important milestone in showcasing the culmination of many years of dance training. It is an important event in the educational journey of a dancer. She now has the proficiency in technique, postures, and has significant understanding of dance structure, rhythm, and music. Arangetram is not the end of training or the end of learning for a dancer. It is actually the beginning of a dancer's dance career if she chooses to go on to it. It's the dancer's debut solo performance on the stage. A graduation ceremony, if you want to say, that is the first step into the world of classical dance. At an Arangetram, the dancer seeks the blessings of a guru and the community and her relatives to start her journey as an artist. I request now Monesha Basker to come onto the stage to receive the blessings and chalangai of her guru. May I call upon the guru, Srimati Arundhati Jayan, on the stage. Monesha will now honor her guru and receive the chalangai from her. Thank you, ma'am. We will now begin the program, the function, with a soulful invocation to Lord Ganesha by the lovely musicians of the day.
Pranamamyaham Shri Gauri Sudam 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 Deva Bhaktam Sadatam Pranamamyaham Shri Gauri Sudam Gananadam Amara Branda Sevidam Munijanavanditam Paniharabhushitam Munijanavanditam Pranamamyaham Shri Gauri Sudam Panitalpavasu Deva Bhaktam Sadatam Pranamamyaham Shri
Thank you. Monisha's grandparents are not able to be here today, so they have sent their blessings as a bouquet. We'd like Monisha to receive it from her uncle and aunt on the stage now. They represent her grandparents and all their relatives who wish her well on this day. With all your blessings, we'll now begin the program. Monesha Basker will begin the performance with a Dhyana Shloka followed by Ganesha Pushpanjali. Shloka is a Sanskrit word referring to a verse, a proverb, a hymn or a poem that uses a specific meter. This particular shloka is in praise of Lord Nataraja, the cosmic dancer. It is choreographed by Guru Srimati Arundhati John. This item is followed by a Pushpanjali. As the name suggests, it's an offering of pushpam, of flowers, to the Lord as a prayer. It's the first dance performed at an Arangetram where the dancer salutes God, Guru and the audience. It's like a warm-up dance where the artist prepares the body for the next few hours of vigorous performance. Today's Pushpanjali is in praise of Lord Ganesha. The dancer bows to Lord Ganapati, who removes all the obstacles and protects us. Pushpanjali, composed by Dr. Balamurali Krishna in Ragam Arabi, set to Adi Talam, choreographed by Guru Srimati Arundhati John.
यस्य आगिकं भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्व वाङ्मयम् आङ्गिकं भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्व वाङ्मयम् आहार्यं चन्द्र तारादि तं नमः सात्विकं शिवं 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 सात्विकं शिवम् Jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata jam jam tadanata kundari kitataka kukundari jam jam tadanata గణపతికి ప్రణతులు ఆద్యంతరహిత ఎర్రవ శశసగ గణపతికి ప్రణతులు విఘ్నమగ్న విమగ్న వరసద్గుణ గణపతి నా ప్రణతులు విఘ్నమగ్న విమగ్న వరసద్గుణ గణపతి నా ప్రణతులు గణపతి ప్రణతులు గణపతి ప్రణతులు గణపతి ప్రణతులు స్వంతించి ఆహ్వాన పొందగ కందర్పజనగుండు మురళిని నానుండు ఆనంద కంతులిత హృదయుడై కందర్పజనగుండు మురళిని నాదుండు ఆనంద కంతులిత హృదయుడై నా ముందురవరించగా నీ ముందునే నాడగా నా ముందురవరించగా నీ ముందునే నాడగా ఈ వలనునే పొందగా ఈ వలనునే పొందగా జయం జయం తదన తజయం జయం తదన తకుదరికి తదగ కుకుందది జయం జయం తదన తజయం జయం తదన తకుదరికి తదగ కుకుందది
On that auspicious note, we move on to the next item, the Kirtanam. Purandaradasa's Jagan Mohanane Krishna. This song is in praise of Lord Krishna, the beloved of the whole world. The devotee is overwhelmed by Lord Krishna's miraculous acts and asks him with compassion, "O Krishna, you kept one foot on the earth and you measured the sky with a second. And for the third measure, you kept your foot on the head of Bali. Where did you learn all these tactics?" And again she says, "O Ranga, it is impossible to praise your qualities, O Purandara Vittala, the one who held the Mantara hill. Where did you learn each of your tricks?" Kirtanam in Shanmugapriya Ragam, set to Adi Talam, composed by Purandara Dasa, choreographed by Kalakshetra School of Dance.
ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗವನೆ ಪಾಲಿಂಪನೆ 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 ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗವನೆ ಪಾಲಿಂಪನೆ 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 ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಪಾದವ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲೂರಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪಾದದಿ ಗಗನವ ನೆಲದು ಒಂದು ಪಾದ ಬಲಿ ಶಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೀತ ಇಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಯನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿದಯೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾದವ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲೂರಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪಾದದಿ ಗಗನವನೆಲದು ಒಂದು ಪಾದವ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲೂರಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪಾದದಿ ಗಗನವನೆಲದು ಒಂದು ಪಾದವ ಗಗನವನೆಲದು ಒಂದು ಪಾದವ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲೂರಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪಾದದಿ 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 ಗಗನವನೆಲದು ಪ್ರಾಣವನೆಲ್ಲವೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾದ ಬಲಿ ಶಿರದಲಿಗೀಟೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾದ ಬಲಿ ಶಿರದಲಿಗೀಟೆ ಇಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿದಯೋ ಇಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿದಯೋ ರಂಗ ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗವನ್ನೇ ಪಾಲಿಂಪನೆ ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಎಂತೆಂದಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಗುಣಗಣ ಪೊಗಡನು ಇಂದ್ರಾದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಡವಲ್ಲ ಎಂತೆಂದಿಗೂ ನಿನ್ನ ಗುಣಗಣ ಪೊಗಡನು ಇಂದ್ರಾದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಳವಲ್ಲ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನಿನ್ನ ಗುಣಗಣ ಪೊಗಡನು ಇಂದ್ರಾದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಳವಲ್ಲ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ನಿನ್ನ ಗುಣಗಣ ಪೊಗಡನು ಇಂದ್ರಾದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಳವಲ್ಲ ಮಂದರದರ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ 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 ಒಂದೊಂದಾಟವಯಲಿ ಕಲಿದಯೋ ಒಂದೊಂದಾಟ ಬಯಲಿ ಕಲಿದಯೋ ರಂಗ ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗವನೆ ಪಾಲಿನುವೆ ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗವನೆ ಪಾಲಿಂಪನೆ ಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ
That was indeed a beautiful Kirtanam on Lord Krishna. We now move on to the main piece, the Varnam. Varnam is one of the important and complex part of the Bharatanatyam repertoire. It is usually performed as a centerpiece in a Bharatanatyam performance. A Varnam consists of Jatis, Pallavi, Anupallavi, Charanam and Chittaswaram. It is the longest item that the debut dancer will be performing at the Arangetram. Monesha today will be performing a beautiful and traditional Padavarnam. Here, the dancer pleads with Lord Tyagaraja to not be upset with her as she is overwhelmed with his beauty, which even exceeds that of the Cupid. Padavarnam in Ragam Todi, set to Adi Talam, music composed by Sri Muthuswami Dikshidhar, lyrics composed by Sri Tiger Varadacharya, and dance choreographed by Srimati Rukmani Devi Arundale. Rupamu Juchi Varnam.
రూపము జూచి వలచి వచ్చిగేదేని రూపము జూచి వలచి వచ్చిగేదేని రూపము జూచి వలచి
దలం కుతక దిగుతక తదిగిన తోం తాం త త కే ట న క జం త రి కే ట త క తాం త త కే ట న క జం త రి కే ట త క తాం తత్త గిట్ట నక్క జం తరి గిట్ట తక్క తత్త గిట్ట నక్క జం తరి గిట్ట తక్క తాం తత గిట్ట నక్క జం తరి గిట్ట తక్క తత గిట్ట నక్క జం తరి గిట్ట తక్క రాం తత గిట్ట నక్క జం తరి గిట్ట తక్క తత గిట్ట నక్క జం తరి గిట్ట తక్క తాం తత గిట్ట నక్క జం తక్కున్ తరి గిట్ట తక్క తత గిట్ట నక్క తక్క జం తక్కున్ తరి గిట్ట తక్క తక్క జం తక్క నం తక్క రుం తక్క దిత్తాం తత గిట్ట తక్కిట తక్కిడ దిత్త కృతక తోం తాం తత గిట్ట తక్కిట తక్కిట తద్దిత్త కృతక తోం తాం తత గిట్ట తక్కిట తక్కిట దలం కుత కృతక తోం
రూపము జూచి వలచి వచ్చిగేదేని 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 రూపము జూచి వలచి జూచి వలచి వచ్చిగేదేని రూపము జూచి వలచి వచ్చిగేదేని చూచి బలచి వచ్చి దిని రూపము చూచి రూపము చూచి బలచి వచ్చి దిని రూపము చూచి బలచి వచ్చి దిని రూపము చూచి బలచి వచ్చి దిని రూపము చూచి బలచి
దలంకు తక్క దిక్కు తక్క తదిగిన తోం తడికు దింకు తక్క దింకు తక్కు దుర్గు తక్ దలంకు తక్క తడికు దింకు తక్క తెయి దింకు తక్కు దుర్గు తక్ దలంకు తక్క తడికు దింకు తక్క దింకు తెయి దింకు తెయి డడికు దింకు తక్క దింకు దిత్త కుడతక తగ్గ తోం కుడతక తగ్గ తోం కుడతక తగ్గ తోం
రూపము చూచి బలచి
దలంకు తక్క దిక్కు తక్క తదిగిన తోం తాం తత కిట నక జం తక్కున్ తరి కిట తగ రత కిట నక తక ధం తక్కున్ తరి కిట తక తక జం తక నం తక రుం తక దిత్తాం తత కిట తకిట దగిడ దిత్త కుడతక తగ్గ తోం తాం తత కిట దగిడ దిత్త కుడతక తగ్గ తోం తాం తత కిట దగిడ దలంకు తక్ కుడతక తగ్గ తోం
రూపము చూచి బలచి వచ్చి దిని రూపము చూచి బలచి వచ్చి దిని కోపము సేయే ఎదుర స్వామి ఇంత కోపము సేగే ఎదుర స్వామి ఇంత కోపము సేగే ఎదుర స్వామి ఇంత కోపము సేదురా 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 స్వామి స్వామి ఇంత కోపము సేయే ఏదురా
దంకు దక్క దిగు దక్క తదిగిన తోం తచ్చం తక్కజం తకిట జం దా ది కడగదర్గ తోం తచ్చం తక్కజం తకిట జం దా ది కడగదర్గ తోం తకిట జం తకతనం తకతరుం తకత తాదత దత కడగదర్గ తోం దత దత కడగదర్గ తోం దత దత కడగదర్గ తోం
కోపము సేయే ఏదురా
తలంకు తక్క దిక్కు తక్క తదిగిన తోం తాం ది తాం ది తక్క తోం ది తాం ది తక్క తాం ది తాం ది తక్క తాం ది తాం ది తక్క తోం ది తాం ది తక్క తాం ది తాం ది తక్క తాం ది తాం ది తక్క తాం ది త తక్క తాం ది త తద్దిత్ కడగ దర్గ తోం తాం ది త తక్క తాం ది త తద్దిత్ కడగ దర్గ తోం తాం ది త తక్క తాం ది త తద్దిత్ కడగ దర్గ తోం
కోపము సేయే ఏదురా స్వామి ఇంత కోపము సేయేదురా స్వామి ఇంత తాపత్రయ హరుడే ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ కరుడై వేళయు శ్రీతాపత్రయ కరుడై శ్రీవేళయు తాపత్రయ హరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ హరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ హరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ గరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ కరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ కరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ హరుడై
దలంకు దక్క దిక్కు దక్క తదిగిన తోం తరి తధన తత ధన తజుడు తత జుణు తదిమి తత దిమి తకిట తత తరి తధన ధన తజుడు జుణు తదిమి దిమి తకిట తరి తధన తరి తజుడు తరి తదిమి ధరి కిట తక తధన తజుడు తద్ధన తజ్జును కడగ దర్గ తోం కడగ దర్గ తోం కడగ దర్గ తోం
తాపత్రయ హరుడై
దలంకు దక్క దిగ్గు దక్క తదిగిన తోం తత్త గద్ది తా తత గతి తాహత తజ్జడు తరికిట తక తక తద్ది తై తత గతి తాహత తజ్జడు తరికిట తక తత్త గద్ది తాహత తజ్జడు తత్త గద్ది తద్దిమి తగ్గిడ తా తా తదింగిన తోం తదింగిన తోం తదింగిన తోం
తాపత్రయ హరుడై ఈ వేళయు తాపత్రయ హరుడై ఈ వేళయు శ్రీ త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇతే మే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే మే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే మే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి
తలం కుతక దిగు తక్క తదిగిన తోంతా కుదన కుతక ధన కుగిన కుతక గిన కుజును కుతక జును కుదిడి కుతక తజం తజం తా తరుం తకత గతిం తకత తకిత తకత కుదన కుతక ధన కుగిన కుతక గిన కుజును కుతక జును కుదిడి కుతక తజం తజం తా తరుం తకత గతిం తకత తకిత తకత కుదన కుదన కుగిన కుగిన కుజును కుజును కుదిడి కుదన తజం కుదగతగతం తత్ తజం కుదగతగతం తత్ తజం కుదగతగతం
త్యాగరాజ స్వామి
తలం కుతక దిగుతక తదిగిన తోం తో ధిం ధిం ధిమికిత తక తో గత్త తోం 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 కిట తక తో ధిమి తక తో ధిం నం తక తోం తదీను తో తక తోం తక తోం తక తోం
త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే త్యాగరాజ స్వామి ఇదే గమ పగ మదప గప మగరి సనిద నిసారి గమనిద గమ ప గమ పగ మదప గప మగరి సనిద నిసారి గమనిద గమ ప దవ గమ గమ దని దాని దని సరి గారి ని దమ గరి సరి సని రూపము జీవలచి వచ్చి దిని కోపము ఎదుర స్వామి ఇంత ఏగే వేళను నీ చరితములను నిండాడు ప్రేమతో ఏగే వేళను నీ చరితములను నిండారు ప్రేమతో సేవించి నీదు పరాక్రమములనే బాగుమీరగా కొనియా రూపము జూచి వలచి వచ్చి దిని ఏగే వేళను నీ చరితములను నిండాడు ప్రేమతో సేవించి నీదు పరాక్రమములనే బాగుమీరగా కొనియా దేవి రూపము జూచి వలచి వచ్చి దిని మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర కార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర కార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర కార మారకోటి సుందర మారకోటి సుందర మారకోటి సుందర మారకోటి సుందర కార మారకోటి సుందర ధమ హరే సరే గగ మాధమ గరే సరే గ మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార మారకోటి సుందర ఆగార గర ఢము చలు పరాదు గర ఢము చలు పరాదు గర ఢము చలు పరాదు గర ఢము చలు పరాదు మారకోటి సుందర కార మారకోటి సుందర కార మారకోటి సుందర గమ దప దమ పగ దగ పమగరి సని సగరి మగని దరి నిద నిద మగరి గమార కోటి సుందర కార గమద పదమ పగద గపమగరి సని సకరి మగని దని నిదని దమ గరి గమ కోటి సుందర कार मार कोटि सुंदर कार సుమశరములచే మరి మికులని నోతిలి వలపు నిలుపుడ తాగిన తరుణమితిర సుమశరములచే మరి మికులని నోతిలి వలపు నిలుపుడ తాగిన తరుణమితిర సుమశరములచే మరి మికులని నోతిలి వలపు నిలుపుడ తాగిన తరుణమితిర సుమశరములచే మరి మికులని నోతిలి వలపు నిలుపుడ తాగిన తరుణమితి రమా రకోటి సుందర ఆగార మార కోటి సుందర ಕಾರ మార కోటి సుందర ద నిద మమ దమ గగ మగరే రే గరి సని రి సరి గమ నిద గమ సరి గరి గమ ద గమ దని మదని స దని సరి ని గరి ని రి ని దని దమ గరి గమ ప్రకోటి సుందర ఆగార మార కోటి సుందర कार सारगुणु नीतु चरणालयमे मानसमुनुंचिति सरसुडा सारगुणु नीतु चरणालयमे मानसमुनुंचिति सरसुडा गणतर मगुवेलयु श्री त्यागेश्वर चलमिग वलदु वलदु रोचुड करुणमा रकोटि सुंदर कार सारगुणु नीतु चरणालयमे मानसमुनुंचिति सरसुड गणधर मगुवेलयु श्री त्यागेश्वर चलमिग वलदु वलदु रोचुड करुणमार कोटि सुंदर आगार मार कोटि सुंदर आगार मार कोटि सुंदर आगार मार कोटि सुंदर आगार मार कोटि सुंदर सुंदर सुंदर
That was a beautiful Varnam, well rendered. As the dancer catches her breath after that long journey, we'd like to take this opportunity to honor our chief guest, the Guru, and the musicians now. May I request our chief guest, Kalaimamani, Srimati Srekala Bharath, to please come onto the stage. I request Monesha's parents to please accompany her onto the stage. I now request Guru Srimati Arundhati to join us on the stage, please. Welcome, ma'am. I request Guru Srimati Arundhati Jayan to honor our chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, a few words about the chief guest today, Srimati Srekala Bharath and her achievements. A prominent disciple of erstwhile Bharatanatyam luminary Guru K.J. Sarasa, Srekala Bharath is a passionate dancer, ingenious choreographer, and an inspirational teacher. She commenced her dance journey at the tender age of 7, gave an Arangetram within 3 years of learning in 1972, weaving her way into the hearts and minds of appreciative Rasikas with her inimitable style, nimble footwork, and exquisite abhinaya. Her creative journey as an artist has taken her through 28 countries, spanning 5 continents, and staging countless moments of a unique interpretation of the divine art of Bharatanatyam, of which Indian Council for Cultural Relations has sent her to 11 countries. She established the TEJAS School of Performing Arts in 1999 in Chennai, and since its inception, she has extended its repertoire with several singular pieces culled through extensive research, earning her a very strong and supportive following towards both solo and group performances. Her school, TEJAS, symbolizes Srekala's vision, which is an amalgamation of the knowledge of the cognate form of arts shaped by a scholastic approach and holistic idea with a unique individualistic philosophy of synchronized and rhythmic movements. Srekala conducts dance classes via Skype to students of international locations. Some of her noteworthy choreographies are Bhakta Meera, Mahila Mahima, Amrapali, Jai Santoshi Ma, Annamaya Bhakti Manjari on Navavidha Bhakti, Sri Tyagaraja Vaibhavam, Chakravarti Tirumagan, Dasavataram, and Arupadai Veedu. All of these have received critical acclaim, earning her commendations in India and abroad. Her recognitions and awards are plenty. I'd like to name a few noteworthy ones. Kalaimamani from Tamil Nadu State Award, Nadanamamani, Karthik Fine Arts, Senior Fellowship by the Government of India, New Delhi, for her thesis on evolution of Bharatanatyam, Natya Ilavarasi by Shanmugananda Sabha, New Delhi, Yuvakala Bharati, Bharat Kalachar, Vani Kala Sudhakara, Tyaga Brahma Jnana Sabha, Natya Kala Sigamani, an Indian Fine Arts Society, Nritya Kala Shironmani from Chennai Cultural Academy. She is indeed an honored person. We are very lucky to have her here today. She derives her inner strength through her untiring dedication, determination, and devotion to this divine art form. As a teacher, she is deeply committed to the exceptional development of her students, enabling them to evolve as artists as they share in her creative journey at TEJAS and carve a niche for themselves at the same time. I once again request all of you to give a big round of applause to Srimati Srekala Bharath for wonderful work and inspiration. May I now request you, ma'am, to felicitate the function?
Profound respects to my Guru, Srimati K.J. Sarasa, and morning greetings to everyone on and off the stage. At the outset, I think I must thank Radhika for such a, yes, it's my profile, I know, but I think she could have condensed it even more. But to you all, just in continuation of her I can tell you that this is the 50 years of my dancing, coinciding with 20 years of my dance school, which we are celebrating it on 6th of July at Nardagana Sabha here. Whoever is here, please do come. Nothing is ticketed. Okay? It is just my yatra, my journey. Then coming to today's Arangetram, first and foremost, I must congratulate both the guru and the student to have come all the way from Kuwait to do her Bharatanatyam Arangetram here in Chennai in front of all of you this morning. Of course, congratulations to the parents, because without the parents' support, the child can never come onto the stage, despite however encouragement you get from the guru. எல்லாமே சேர்ந்தது தான் ஒரு டான்ஸ், ஒரு பெர்ஃபார்மிங் ஆர்ட்னா வீட்லேயும் அந்த సపోర్ట్ వేణు గురువు దా మెయిన్ డెఫినెట్లీ గురు లేక ఎటువంటి గుణకి తెలియకపోదు அப்படின்னு సెయింట్ త్యాగరాజావే சொல்லியிருக்கார் in one of his compositions. In that way, I should say that whatever Monesha Basker performed today, everything goes to Mrs. Arundhati John. என்ன சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்காளோ குரு அதே மாதிரி அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நல்லா பண்ணி this is the first step. As it was announced earlier, my guru Sarsa teacher always tells me, used to tell us that Arangetram da ma modal padi neenga eduthu vaikkiradhu. In that way, I can tell you, Monesha, although I joined my guru in 1969, I had my Bharatanatyam Arangetram way back on May 22nd, 1972, and 79 my wedding, 81 my son. Now I have a grandson. Still, by God's grace, it is just God's grace and Guru's blessings and very, very many people's good wishes that I am here for so long in this chosen art of Bharatanatyam, because you should have the deep commitment. எனக்கு வந்து பரதநாட்டியம்னா அதுதான் ப்ரேயர்ஸே. எங்கள் வீட்டில் எல்லாருமே என்னை கலாட்டா பண்ணுவா, ஸ்ரீகலா ஸ்லீப்ஸ் டான்ஸ், ஈட்ஸ் டான்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்பீக்ஸ் டான்ஸ் அப்படின்னு. இன்ஃபேக்ட் எங்கள் மாமியார் கூட கலாட்டா பண்ணுவாங்க, நீ வீட்டுக்கு வந்தாக்க இன்றைக்கி டான்ஸை பற்றி பேசக்கூடாது, அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு 2 hours யூ மஸ்ட் டாக் ஓன்லி அபவுட் அஸ் அண்ட் ஃபேமிலி. ஐ செட் ஆஃப் கோர்ஸ் அம்மா. ஸோ இட்ஸ் லைக் தட். வீட்லேயும் எல்லா என்கரேஜ்மெண்ட் எல்லாம் வந்தால் தான் டான்ஸ் வரும். அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் விச் வி டேக் இட் as an Arangetram in front of an invited audience with the blessings of Guru is the first step of the career of the Bharatanatyam dancer. ஏன்னா படிப்பு இருக்குது, கல்யாணம் இருக்குது, குழந்தைகள் இருக்குது, எல்லாமே இருக்குது. ஸோ எவ்வளோ நாள் நம்ம tomorrow is another day. We did not base our life for tomorrow. இன்னைக்கு என்ன இருக்கோ அதை பற்றி யோசிச்சுட்டு we must work on it. Everything will be a success. That's what I have been doing, and I mean I've got a very optimistic view in whatever I do. So it's all, so same way I wish both Arundhati and to Monesha a very, very heartiest congratulations on all our behalf, and for her to go up the ladder with the advice of her beloved Guru Arundhati. In fact, I've been to Kuwait as a chief guest for an Arangetram, I think 4 years ago. Yes. Oh, acha, to Srimati Rangashri Srinivasa, a student, because that student is the granddaughter of Bharati Vidya Bhavan director, Mr. Ramaswamy. So it was Mr. Ramaswamy who wanted me. I said, yes, sir. I just went for 1 day and came back because so much of, I had my performances even at that time. But it was very nice. What is so hearty news for us to bear. நம்ம என்ன நினச்சி பார்க்கணுன்னா, இந்த சென்னையில் பிறந்த, நாட் even சென்னை, தஞ்சாவூர் பிறந்த பரதநாட்டியம் இது எவ்வளவு அழகாக அதை காப்பாற்றிட்டு டீச்சர்ஸ் லைக் அருந்ததி, how well they are teaching in Kuwait, much abroad, கடல் தாண்டி ஏதோ நம்ம இங்கே மெட்ராஸ் வீட்டுக்கு வீடு ரோடுக்கு ரோடு இருக்கு டான்ஸ் கிளாஸ். But in Chennai is the cultural Kalaimamani சொல்லுவாங்க, cultural capital of India. But Arundhati, although learning from alumni of Kalakshetra, she is propagating this dance as a guru, as a non-performing guru. And teaching so many students like this means we have to appreciate. That's a very appreciable quality. And hearty congratulations for that also, ma'am. And of course, The wings were taken care of very well for Monesha. The crystal clear Nattuvangam of her guru, Arundhati. Sri Jayan Nair's very good mellifluous singing. Romba nanna irundhathu unga voice. Very nice. I enjoyed the Todi Raga Padavarnam of Tiger Varadacharya's. Romba nanna irundhathu. Saint Tyagesa Patti. Romba nanna. It is, I mean, we learned from our Guru Sarasa teacher in the Varur Bani many years back, maybe 80s I had learned this. So the Paringaltha Varnam eppime in the Mansla irkada seyyum. And of course the Mridangist Sri Satish Krishnamurthy, Romba nanna Vascharya, and the violin vidwan Sri Shivaraman, and so the flutist Sri Rajesh. Onnu or a singer or trouble lang kudukama, everything was very well done. In fact, the flute was so melodious to hear apapa and the Nadu prelude learning a kudukachi. So heartiest congratulations to every one of you, and the makeup artist Chitra, whom I know. I think Chitra? Yeah, whom I know her pretty well. She hasn't come here, is it? She's there. So she has also had I always believe, in a dance which is a visual treat. I padi, ade padi, so Chitra has done a very good makeup, and once again congratulations to Monesha, to the parents and to the Guru to have given a very good debut, and there's a first step for her to go on to many steps, and Radhika's comparing was very good. Thank you all very much, and my best wishes to you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. I request Mrs. Sri Devi, Monesha's mother, to hand over a memento to our chief guest. Now a few words about our Guru, Srimati Arundhati John. Srimati Arundhati John, an artist by birth, took her first steps towards a dancing career very early in life. She began her journey in dance at the tender age of 4. After completing her schooling through Besant Arundale, she went on to pursue her passion for Bharatanatyam by joining the prestigious Rukmani Devi College of Fine Arts, Kalakshetra, and completed a post-graduation in Bharatanatyam. She further went on to receive scholarship from the Indian Council for Cultural Relations. During her studies, she performed in several prestigious dance festivals around India, including the Rukmani Devi centenary celebrations. While studying the different aspects of dance, Srimati Arundhati John also learned how to create and design the intricate Bharatanatyam costumes. Later on, she went on to join the Darpana performing group under the guidance of Srimati Mallika Sarabhai and late Srimati Mrinalini Sarabhai to continue her Bharatanatyam career and also to learn other forms of Indian dance. She has expanded her dance talents to include contemporary Indian dance and Kalaripayattu, Kerala's martial arts, which is almost a dance. Srimati Arundhati John has travelled internationally both as a classical and contemporary performing artist. Having performed in countries like the US, Poland, Scotland, Italy, Brussels, UK, she has received accolades for all her performances. Her reputation and unique experience in Bharatanatyam resulted in invitations to perform for Doordarshan channel as an A-grade artist, and has also been invited to perform in the Sangeet Natak Academy invitational performance for nationally recognized young artists. Srimati Arundhati John has distinguished herself as an excellent artist in classical and contemporary dance, teaching and choreographing, and also as a trained actor from the famous Roshan Taneja School of Acting. She has acted in a number of theatre plays, TV serials, reality shows, and has also done a few prominent regional movies as well. Srimati Arundhati John has orchestrated and choreographed dance dramas such as Ritu Sambaram and Angaraha, which were performed by the students of Nritta Dhyana in Kuwait. Currently, She is the artistic director of Nritta Dhyana School for Indian Classical Dance in Kuwait, devoting her time and experience gained into teaching the art of Bharatanatyam to the younger generation. We are thankful, ma'am, that you were there to coach Monesha and bring her to this point. May I ask our chief guest to honor the Guru with a shawl, a bouquet. I now request our honorable chief guest to honor the musicians who are here today. I call upon Shri Jayan Nair, the vocalist, onto the stage. Beautiful melodies that came from him today have lightened all our hearts. On the Mridangam, Sri Satish Krishnamurthy, your beats kept all our hearts alive today. Violinist Sri K. Shivaraman, the soulful melodies. Flautist Sri P. Rajesh. We could see Krishna today on stage coming for the flute. Thank you, ma'am. I request Mr. Basker to please hand over a memento to our Guru. We'll now continue with our program. Thank you for being here on this stage today. The item that follows is a padam. In this padam, the dancer portrays the mood of the Mukta Nayika, a heroine at the threshold of youth and love. The tremulous state of the young girl waiting for her lover, O Rajagopala Swami. Dari Juchu, a popular padam by Moovalur Sabapati Iyer in Ragam Shankarabaranam, set to Misra Chaputalam, composed by Sri Sabapati Shivan, choreographed by Kalakshetra School of Arts.
ನೀತು ಪ್ರಿಯ ತರಲಾಕ್ಷಿಯನು ಚಿನ್ನದಿ ನೀತು ಪ್ರಿಯ ತಾರೆ ಜೋ ಚಿನ್ನದಿ
When
వేగమీరగమంచి సన్నజాజేవేవు చరుల సుగంధము సన్నజాజేవేవు చరుల సుగంధము పన్నీరు చెంబుల వడకిల్కే నోరు నిలిచి పన్నీరు చెంబుల వడకిల్కే నోరు నిలిచి వన్నెల ఆడే తల వాకీర నిలచేరే వన్నెలాడి తల వాకీర నిలచేరే దారి తరళాక్షియను చిన్నది నీదు ప్రియ నెందు చెప్పుడైన ఎవగలాయిన నెందు చెప్పుడైన నీవోయనించి నిలచి తిరిగి చూచి నిలచి తిరిగి చూచి ఇవాగ చీతము ఇచ్చడ నిలవినటి ఇవాగ చీతము ఇచ్చడ నిలవినటి భావం ఎవరికైనా భయగు భావం ఎవరికైనా భయరూప
was a heartwarming padam. Now we move on to Ashtapadi. Ashtapadi refers to the Sanskrit hymns of the Gita Govinda composed by Jayadeva in the 12th century. The Ashtapadis, which describe the beauty of Lord Krishna and the love between Krishna and the gopis, are considered a masterpiece in spirituality and the theme of divine romance. The literal meaning of Ashtapadi is 8 steps. It refers to the fact that each hymn is made of 8 couplets, each sets of 2 lines. Ashtapadi, Hari Riha. Here, the Nayika talks about Krishna and describes the happiness of the women who are playing around him. One praises him, one loves him from far, one holds his hand. They are all very happy together, thinking of Lord Krishna. Ashtapadi Hari Riha in Raham Sumane Sanchari, set to Aditalam, composed by Sri Jayadeva, choreographed by Kalakshetra School of Dance. Ashtapadi.
Vilochana Kelana Janida Manojam Kelana Janida Manojam Dhyayati Mukta Vaduridagamo Dhyayati Mukta Vaduridagam Madhusudana Vardana Sarojam Madhusudana Vardana Sarojam Karirigamo Savatu Nigade Vilasini Vilasadi Keri Pare Karirigamo
After that energetic number, we'd like to give the dancer a few minutes to take a breath. In the meanwhile, we'd like to honor a few more people. A friend in need is a friend indeed, they say. And today, we'd like to honor such a friend of the family. We'd like to honor Sri Ram Gopal and Srimati Sudha Ram Gopal. Please come onto the stage. Mr. Ram Gopal and Mrs. Sudha Ram Gopal have been the backbone behind the program today, the Baskers tell me. But for them, it would have been impossible for them, they say, to have arranged all this all the way from Kuwait. Please give a big hand for the noble couple as the parents show their appreciation to them. Thank you. Today's vocalist, Sri Jayan Nair, he grew up in an atmosphere of art and culture in a family of artists in Kerala. His brother being a famous singer at PSV Natya Sangam, Kottakkal, and his sister is Gana Bhushani teaching music. He had his initial training in vocal in Carnatic music from Gana Bhushanam Sri Sankaran Nair Nambudiri in Palakkad. He received further training in vocal from Sri Kumbhakona N. Purushottaman in Darpana Academy. Also, he had the opportunity to learn a rare instrument, Gotuvadhyam, from Sri Purushottaman. From his childhood, he has earned many laurels in the field of classical and light music. He represented his school at the level competition at Soloist. Since 1991, he is associated with Darpana Academy for Performing Arts at Ahmedabad. He has travelled extensively in India and abroad, besides which he is a versatile artist and plays the harmonium, keyboard, violin and the percussion instruments. He has composed music for many classical and contemporary productions of Darpana Academy. He has given concerts in vocal and Gotuvadhyam all over India and abroad. He has worked with many international musicians and composed music for dance dramas and music videos. He has also released music albums. He has travelled widely, Mexico, Peru, Perth, Australia, UK, USA, to name a few. Currently, he is a joint director of Nitya Kendra in the dance school in Ahmedabad. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Jayan Nair. Can we please have you on center stage, please? Sri Jayan Nair. On the Mridangam today is Sri Satish Krishnamurthy. He learned the art of playing Mridangam, Ghattam, Tawil, Morsing and Kanjira from the renowned Guru Sri T.S. Nandakumar. He gained advanced knowledge in the art form from renowned Guru Sri K.V. Prasad. He has performed extensively and played at many Carnatic concert ensemble. He has been privileged to accompany highly acclaimed artists such as Sri O.S. Tyagarajan, Sri Shankaran Nambudri, Padma Bhushan Dr. L. Subramaniam, Padma Bhushan Sri N. Rajam, to name just a few. He has played for Padma Vibhushan Dr. M. Balak Murli Krishna very recently. He has also played for leading Bharatanatyam dancers in the country like Padma Vibhushan Sri C.V. Chandrasekhar, as well as for many dancers abroad. He has conceptualized and produced a unique fusion of Bharatanatyam and only percussion using 3 different instruments. He has assisted famous drummer Sri Shivaraman, composed music for Channel 5 promos. He has composed background score for several programs for theatre. He has been awarded many titles: Thalamani, Mridangam Kala Nipuna, and Mridanga Vidwan, Thala Shironmani, and Kalaratna are just a few. We are honored to have him here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Satish Krishnamurthy. On the violin today, Sri K. Shivaraman. Sri K. Shivaraman is a disciple of Sangeeta Kalanidhi. He started his journey at the young age of 13. After mastering the art, he has accompanied several musical legends, namely Sangeeta Kalanidhi Sri T.S. Seshagopalan, Sangeeta Kalanidhi Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, Sri Mandalun Srinivasan, etc. locally. He has toured extensively all over the world and with these artists. He is an active performer in several Indo-Western fusion bands in Chennai, a music composer and a noted violin tutor. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri K. Shivaraman on the stage. On the flute today, Sri P. Rajesh. He was born to an artistic family. Father is a great Nadaswaram Vidwan. From childhood, he has learned flute from his father. He's worked with Darpana Academy in Ahmedabad for 10 years. He's performed nationally and internationally. Currently, he is the Asthana Vidwan in Hemambika Temple in Palakkad. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri P. Rajesh. We'd like to thank you all once again for being here today to make this program a wonderful one. Thank you. A few words about Nritta Dhyana School of Dance. Established in 1987 by Srimati Sujata Rajendran, Nritta Dhyana is an institution committed to educating the students in the field of Indian classical dances. Currently, this revered school is run by the artistic director Srimati Arundhati Singha John, who is a postgraduate from the esteemed Kalakshetra College of Fine Arts in Chennai. The distinguished organization helps foster the artistic, intellectual, and personal growth of its students through quality teaching, while allowing students to experience and appreciate the beauty of Indian arts and culture. Over the last 30 years, Nritta Dhyana has achieved remarkable growth and gained recognition for its work towards enhancing the practice, understanding, and appreciation of Indian classical dance. Ever since its inception, the Institute has been the breeding ground for aspiring young artists who have enthralled audiences around the world. The training at Nritta Dhyana has helped them to embark on successful careers and gain recognition in this field. Monesha has been training at this institute for 8 years under Srimati Sujata Rajendran, and for the last 3 years has been under the tutelage of Srimati Arundhati Jayan. At this time, I'd also like to say a few words about Sujata Rajendran, the person who started Nritta Dhyana School of Dance in Kuwait. Srimati Sujata Rajendran, founder director of Nritta Dhyana, is an acclaimed exponent of Bharatanatyam, Kathakali and Mohiniyattam. She's not able to be here with us today, but we do thank her for all her support. Makeup artist probably is a little busy getting the dancer ready for the stage. Can we call on Mr. Sridhar Vaidya, who is responsible for the design of the invitation? We're thankful to the Shanti tailors for the costumes. I call on Guru Srimati Arundhati Jayan to give a testimonial on Monesha, her student.
Good evening, everyone. It gives me great honor and pride to stand here in front of all of you, and for that, I have to thank Monesha. The journey she began at a very early age at Nritta Dhyana has borne fruits and has almost come full circle now after 10 long years of learning the glorious dance form of Bharatanatyam. Monesha has not only proved to be an exceptional student of mine, but also has become an inspiration to everyone here, among her friends, her dance mates, and also for all the juniors at Nritta Dhyana today. It is through her self-dedication and the unconditional support from such loving parents that Monesha today has turned out to be a wonderful dancer, even more a beautiful human being, considering she being the first student from her batch to be able to perform at this Arangetram. It speaks volumes of her devotion to the art form. On this note, I would like to take this opportunity to commend Monesha along with her loving family and close friends who stood by her as pillars during the course of their journey in Bharatanatyam. Today, I stand here proud to say that my student Monesha has showcased her aptitude in Bharatanatyam, her Arangetram through this, and she showed that, she can be a beautiful and amazing dancer. And she will carry forward this art in her entire life. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful words. I request the Guru to award the certificate of Arangetram to Monesha now. I now call upon Miss Chitra, the makeup artist, to the stage. We'd like to honor you. The flawless makeup is very much a part of the dance ritual. And she has done a beautiful job here for us today. Miss Chitra. Thank you.
A few words about the composer, Mrs. Radhika Swaminathan. She was actually an educationist by profession. She was the principal of an Indian community school in Kuwait. Now she has come back and she is running so many charitable organizations. She is running a school for economically backward kids. Let's give her a big applause, please. Now may I call upon Basker and Sri Devi to honor her. Thank you.
We go on with the program now. A Javali. A Javali is an expressive Bharatanatyam number with colloquial lyrics and fast tempos faster than Padam. Javalis usually feature the Nayika addressing her beloved or the divine being from a human level. In this Javali today, Era Rara, the Nayika calls upon her Lord to come hold her hand as she is unable to bear the Cupid's attack. She talks to Lord Venkatesa, the Lord of Dharmapuri, one who is compassionate to come and embrace her. Javali in Ragam Kamas, set to Adi Talam, composed by Sri Dharmapuri Subbayya and the dance choreographed by Srimati Rukmani Devi Arundhati.
చైతేరాయికి మరుబారికి తాళగలేరా ఆయరా రారా 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 చైతేరాయికి మరుబారికి తాళగలేరా ఆయరా sundara mara janaka sukumara 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 mara janaka sukumara mara janaka sukumara sundara kera rara చైతేరాయి మరుబారి తాళగలేరా ఆయేరా వలచి నిన్ను పిల్లచిన నన్ను వలచి నిన్ను పిల్లచిన నన్ను సల్లాపించు మరి నన్నుల్లాసించవు ఉల్లాసించవు వలచి నిన్ను పిల్లచిన నన్ను సల్లాపించు మరి నన్నుల్లాసించవు వలచి పిలచిన నన్ను సల్లాపించు మరి నన్నుల్లాసించరు ఏరా రారా చైతేరాయి మరువారికి తాళగలేరా ఆయేరా సరసూడని జల గోరిన సరసూడని జల గోరిన వీరానను కౌగలించరావొక గుర వీరానను కౌగలించరావొక గుర సరసూడని జల గోరిన వీరానను కౌగలించరావొక గుర సరసూడని జాలగోరిన వీరానను కౌగలించరావొక గుర ఏరా రారా చైతేరాయి మగువారికి పాగలేరా ఆయరా రారా చైతేరాయి మగువారికి తాళగలేరా ఆయరా రారా చైతేరాయి మరుపాదికి తాళగలేరా ఆయరా ఏరా
That was indeed a very beautiful item. Thank you, Srimati Arundhati, for choreographing that. That's so beautiful. The next item, the last, Tillana, a lively item of pure nritta. The Tillana is performed to music that shares the same name. Specialized rhythmic syllables are sung to the melody and are repeated by the singer while the dancer presents an elaboration of the music. Each passage begins with graceful body movements which give way to adabu sequences executed in 2 or 3 tempos. The movements of Tillana are joyous and expressive, giving it a vivacious quality. Today, Monesha will be performing a Tillana in Nata Bhairavi Ragam, set to Adi Talam, composed by Veena Krishnamacharya, choreographed by Rukmani Devi Arundhati. Another beautiful piece. This Tillana is not only dedicated to the former director Srimati Rukmani Devi Arundhati, it is also in praise of Kalakshetra, the College of Fine Arts. The Tillana will be followed by a Mangalam. A dance recital always ends with a Mangalam, a short benediction during which the dancer performs the Namaskaram, giving thanks and invoking blessings for everyone present and saluting her Guru, the Vidwans and the audience for their blessings. We begin with Tillana followed by Mangalam.
Tadaradana dere nare yare gare tudaradim tadaradim tadaradani 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 dere nare yare gare tadaradani dere nare yare gare tudaradim tadaradim tadaradani dere nare yare gare tudaradim tadaradani dere nare yare gare tudaradim tadaradim tadaradani dere nare yare gare tudaradim tadaradim tadaradani dere nare yare gare tudaradim tadaradim tadaradani dere nare yare gare tadaradani dere ததரதனி தேரனாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரனாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரனாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரனாரே ததரதனி தேரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே உதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி 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 தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே உதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி தேரே நாரே யாரே யாரே துதரதி ததரதி ததரதனி శ్రీదేవతజం దిన దింకజం నీను తత తిమి తిమి తాగజం శ్రీదేవతజం దిన దింకజం నీను తత తిమి తిమి తాగజం సాగిట పరిగిట దిమిత గిట తగ దిమిత గిట తగ తగ దిన తిచ్చణ కుదగజం తగ తిచ్చణ కుదగజం తగ తిచ్చణ కుదగజం తదరది తదరది తదరదని దేరే నారే యారే తదరది తదరది తదరదని యారే యారే వసుధను భరత శాస్త్రములు ప్రబల భరచుడకే కళాక్షేత్రములు ఈ వసుధలో భరత శాస్త్రములు ప్రబల భరచుడకే కళాక్షేత్రములు వేవేగమే పూర్తిగతో సాధించి పాలించు రూపిణి దేవి వంటి కారుణ్యశీలురా ఎవరు లేదను సుమతిలోనదని ఏవగననైన న్యావ్యత తీర్చి మానము కాపాడి తువని వాచితి సాస నిదద నిగద మమ గమ పద నిద గమ పద నిసాని గమ 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 గరి సని గరి మగరి సరి గమ పమ మగరి గమ పద మద పద ని మ పద ని పద ని దని సని ద పద ని ని స సని గరి గమ ధారి ద గరి ద సని గరి సని ద సని ద పమ గమ పద ని ది దే గతచం దిన దిన గదగం ఈ ముతత దిమి గదగం సాగిత తరికిత దిమి తగిత తగ దిమి తగిత తగ తగ దిన తిత్తల కుదగం తగది తల కుదగం తగది తల కుదగం తదరదీం తదరదీం తదరదని దే దే నారే యా దే నారే సుదరదీం తదరదీం తదరదని దే దే నారే యా దే నారే సుదరదీం తదరదీం తదరదని దే దే నారే యా దే నారే సుదరదీం తదరదీం తదరదని దే దే నారే యా దే నారే దే దే నారే యా రే నారే దే దే నారే యా రే
பாட்டே வந்து 750 ரூபா கொடுத்தேன். 750. வேற யாருன்னா அந்த பாண்டியன் அவனுக்கிட்டலாம் இருக்காதுடா. பாண்டியன் அங்கே சுனில் அவன்லாம் வச்சிருக்காங்க மைக்.
ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನಮೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನಮೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ದಿನವಾರ ಶುಭವಾರ ಇಂದಿನ ಯೋಗ ಶುಭಯೋಗ ಇಂದಿನ ತಾರೋ ಶುಭದಾರೆ ಇಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲರಾಯನ ಇಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲರಾಯನ ನೆನಸಿದ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನವೇ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಇಂದಿನ ದಿನ ಶುಭವಾರ ಶುಭಯೋಗ ಶುಭತಾರೆ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಶುಭ ದಿನವೋ ಲೋಕ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು ಹರೇ
After that beautiful performance, it is now time to thank all those who have been responsible for this and all those who have graced the function. I call upon Mr. Basker to give the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank everyone for being today. when we had first decided that we wanted to have our daughter's Arangetram, my family and I did not know what we had signed up for. Over the course of these past few months, we have come to the conclusion that planning an Arangetram is like planning a wedding just without a groom. The journey up to this day has been quite interesting and with some ups and downs. There are a lot of people here today that I would like to thank for making this event huge success. Looking through each row and seeing all of you that have come out for this event, I can find at least one thing to thank each of you. Everyone has contributed in one or the other way. A lot of time and effort was put into making this event a success. So if I forget someone, please forgive me. First, I am going to start by thanking God. Then I want to thank my daughter's first guru, Srimati Sujata Rajendran, who gave her a strong foundation, and her present guru, Srimati Arundhati Jayan, who molded her into a dancer that she is today. So my special thanks to Srimati Arundhati Jayan. I would like to thank the chief guest, Mrs. Srekala Bharath, for presiding over the function besides her busy schedule. The Arangetram would not be what it is without the melodies of our wonderful musical team. I would like to thank Sri Jayan Nair, Sri Satish Krishnamurthy, Sri K. Shivaraman, and Sri P. Rajesh. This event has put a lot of pressure and stress on all of us day and night. My wife was on the phone with someone or the other, planning, booking, coordinating, hiring, anything you name it, she was working on it. Next, I would like to thank Ms. Ram Gopal and Mrs. Sudha Ram Gopal, who have contributed for each and every part of the program, from arranging the auditorium, this auditorium, until this morning taking care of all the behind-scenes stuffs here at the venue. Special thanks to Mrs. Chella for guiding us from the beginning till now. I would like to thank Mrs. Radhika Swaminathan for the excellent comparing work today. I would also like to thank Mrs. Sridhar Vaidya for taking all the awesome and amazing pictures and the live stream. I would like to thank Mrs. Chitra for the beautiful makeup done by her today. I would like to thank all my relatives and friends who have taken their time to come all the way to Chennai from their native place to bless my daughter. Thank you everyone for coming today and making this day one that we will remember and cherish forever. Thank you. And brother-in-law, they would like to put mala. Akka, please. After this felicitation, the lunch is ready. Please go ahead after this. At the 4th floor.
நன்றி சொல்ல கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறோம். ஏனென்றால் நல்ல பேத்தியை உருவாக்கி அவளுக்கு இந்த கலையில் நாட்டமுள்ளபடி செய்து எங்கள் எல்லோரையும் மகிழ்வித்து ஒரு கலை செல்வத்தை எங்கள் குடும்பத்திற்கு தந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அவர்கள் மேலும் மேலும் வளர்ந்து இதேபோல் பல நிகழ்ச்சிகளை நடத்தி மேலும் கடவுள் அருள் பெற்று பல்லாண்டு வாழ வேண்டும் என்று உங்கள் சார்பில் நான் வாழ்த்துகிறேன். வாழ்க பல்லாண்டு, வாழ்க வளமுடன்.